Okay. Let's get this started. Have you seen the little light shining from your screen tonight? Have you seen the little light shining from your screen tonight? It will record everything, much more things for you to sing today. It's all watching me. Have you seen the little light shining from your smart screen flies? It records most everything. There's so much to know it brings. Social listening. Have you seen the little light shining from your screen tonight? It records most everything, then sells it to who will pay. Social listening. from your smart device. It records most anything. More to sell and more to think. Listen up. Have you seen the little light that records your thoughts at night? Have you seen it in your head? Have you seen it instead? You may think it's not too real. You will find it on a reel to reel. Social listening, social listening, social listening, social listening. Social listening, social listening. Well, hello. It's number 33. And God knows what could happen. God only knows. So, that was one of the songs I've been working on that I wrote in the park. And the lyrics aren't all worked out, but I purposely did not want to write them down today. I thought that I would write them down. I kind of know what the gist is, but I didn't want to write them down because I like to practice without writing the lyrics for a while. And that way, when I get finally inspired to write the song all the way, then I sit down and I actually write lyrics. So it's a bit of a conundrum, as it were. But it's got a nice beat, I think. I think I was pretty inspired. The original, the one that I actually wrote in the park, is a lot less synthy, but I don't know. I got inspired to work on it today, right before the stream, and I was practicing. So I thought, what the hell? I'll just jam with it for a while. So I hope you like that. So good evening, everyone. We are live. The Park Mix. Robert Walker on Facebook says, "Hi Lalo, hi Todd, Michael, May, Wendy, Fega, Stephen. I hope you're feeling good, Stephen. Jenny, Kevin Jones, Daniel L. Welcome all to whatever this evening is, because I have no idea really. I had a kind of set in motion sort of plan, but I kind of screwed that up. So, speaking of, let me pull up my Ableton too. I didn't think of that. That was going to be difficult. But we'll see. It should be fine, unless I forgot songs or something. Can you guys hear me? Okay. Is everything okay? Good evening, Emilio. Oh my God, so many of you tonight. That's awesome. Nice. So, let's see. Some are saying kind of quiet, so that should be much better. So yeah, it's been a strange week. I mean, I say that all the time now. I feel like I say that every week. So I'm going to try to stop saying it's been a strange week. I'm going to start saying it's been a wonderful week. Regardless of whatever's happening, I'm going to be like, it's been a wonderful week. I'm joking. But it has been a wonderful week, actually. I was on a podcast on Thursday, yesterday. Was that yesterday? Gosh, my brain. Yeah, I was on a podcast that had to do with crypto, and we were talking art and NFTs and all kinds of stuff. That was with a really good bro named Ken Bozak, who has a podcast called Not Another Bitcoin Podcast, and I was the guest with Emilio, who's listening, I think. Sue Castillo says, "Happy Thanksgiving in advance." That's nice. Thank you. Thank you too. Although I don't know what kind of a Thanksgiving I'm going to have, since we are on strict lockdown yet again. So I don't know how that's going to work. But then again, Thanksgiving for my family is a bit difficult because everybody lives far now. You know, my brother lives in Houston. My sister lives pretty close. But because of the COVID concerns and things like that, I don't know that we're really going to get together. So I'm not sure what's going to happen. I try not to be part of a problem if possible, even though I may scoff or I may complain or even diverge. Notice I said diverge, not anarchy. But there's a difference between those two words in my book. But anyway, yeah, so I was on this podcast and it was a lot of fun. And I was thinking that the theme for tonight would be the funniest one yet, because I always get asked this question: what is your favorite song that you've ever recorded? And that's a really hard question. So rather than pick favorites, what I did is the opposite. What are the songs that aren't my favorite? Songs that I kind of wish maybe I'd done it differently or recorded differently. So I thought I would tackle that question instead. So yeah, mine just said wine and anarchy. I'm going white wine tonight. Kidding, it's ginger ale or some kind of tonic water. I don't know. It's got a weird taste. But I needed to be a little more health conscious today. But anyway, I'm gonna play a song to get this stuff started. By the way, the song that I played is called the one that I just played has a working title of social listening, and it's something about it's a story basically about a cell phone that's basically recording the guy's dreams and thoughts to sell it to other people. Of I don't know. It could be the future. Maybe, unless we avert that future, which I think we will. So, but I digress. I don't know. Is it me? But does my voice sound like it's a little deeper tonight? I don't know what that is, but it sounds like it to me. I don't know. It could be just that I don't know. I'm hydrated. I don't know. Anyway, this song is from two of these songs are from the Universe album, and to be honest, these are my two least favorite songs. And I need to preface this. The Universe is Expanding was probably the most commercial of the albums, where we tried to be a little more commercial, like embrace the popness. And it's one of those funny things because you do it and then after it's done, you're like, oh man, I don't know if I really wanted to do that. Which is why we don't play a lot of songs from that particular record. I love the record as a whole, but there are a couple songs where I'm like, they kind of get me the wrong way now. So this is one of them. The other thing about this particular song was that, so I mixed this song, we put it out, and I get a call from Budweiser, yeah, the beer company. And they want to use the song for a commercial. And normally I wouldn't do that. To begin with, I wouldn't do it. But this is that funny, how should I put it? That funny balance between greed and need. Like, you're not greedy enough, but you need money. Like, we were in this weird conundrum. Like, the money was good. So they offered me about, I think it was $50,000 to $80,000 to have this particular song in a commercial. But there's a caveat. They said that they really wanted to loop this particular section of the song. And I was honest and I had to turn it down. Because, and if you're listening, Beastie Boys, listen to what I'm saying here. I turned down a $50,000 to $80,000 commercial plug because the area of the song that they wanted the most happens to have a Beastie Boy sample. And I didn't want to have that weirdness of like, it's now a lawsuit because I'm making the money from it or whatever. So I decided not to do it. So I kissed $80,000 goodbye because of this song. Oh, that's a good word, Fega. Need. I like it. Greed and need together. So this one left a bad taste in my mouth after that, although the message is good. So counting down my least favorite here. So this is called I'm on My Way, and I'll turn visuals on. The visuals for tonight are going to be weirder, I think. Ooh, maybe. Oh yeah, there we go.
about the moment of threat, though looking at you is not all that. It's the liars and their lawyers filling up holes with the tragic notion.
Move to the bottom of this desperation. Give love a chance to increase your chances.
I'm on my way, turn back to me. I'm on my way, you trick me to breathe. I'm on my way, you break me again, just like you never do. I am me as you are me, and someday we will all be free. Up on the back of a record, pausing, cover your eyes to the darkened skies. Dislocate all your faith, put yourself in my place. Is this the end of the road? I'm on my way, you turn back to me. I'm on my way, you trick me to breathe. I'm on my way, you break me again, just like you never do. Just like you never do. Just like you wanted. I am me as you want me, and someday we will all be free. Up on the back of a record, pausing, cover your eyes to the darkened skies. Dislocate all your faith, put yourself in my place. Is this the end of the road? I'm on my way. I'm on my way. I'm on my I'm on my way.
Ooh, I forgot the ending. I always love that ending. That actually became the beginning of another song later. So that was I'm on my way. Funny side story here about the Beatles, because I'm a Beatles fan, so I can tell you funny stories just because I've listened to enough Beatles interviews to be a fanboy. So I believe it was John Lennon and their producer were having dinner in Spain, and these guys came over to the table and they started serenading John Lennon, but they were playing Yesterday, which John didn't write. So obviously, it's a bit of an annoyance, right? They're serenading you with a song you didn't write. So the producer asked him, so, does that annoy you? He goes, and he's like, in a typical John thing, he's like, no, he's like, they know that song. It's a popular song. It's a worldwide thing. He's like, it's not like they're going to come over here and serenade us with I Am the Walrus. Right? So, that story that he told basically made me want to write that bit of the song to have the I Am the Walrus type feel. So if you hear it, it has a little bit of that I Am the Walrus type feel. And I thought, so I would show it to my hope, John was already dead by then, but who knows? When I'm in heaven, if I make it, I'll tell him like, hey, what do you think? I did this to make I Am the Walrus a pop song. To see what he would say. So that was my little side note there. But yeah, someone asked if I would probably do more Beatles covers. I've actually done a few. there's one that I never recorded, but we did the backing tracks to, which was we did "Hold Me Tight." I know we did obviously, in Worth we did "All You Need Is Love," but live we've actually done "You Never Give Me Your Money," um, and we've added bits of Beatles songs to the tail end of our songs for fun. The band used to know that I was into that, so they would, be okay with it. So anyway, so the I should have isolated it, but the sample in question is that very catchy little riff that you hear going through the song. That was the Beastie Boys, and I didn't. I know the Beastie Boys wouldn't mind me sampling them, but I'm pretty sure they would have minded me like making 80 grand off of a beer deal. So it didn't turn out well. I didn't do it. So, uh-oh. Someone posted a video. So I don't know what that video is. I can't see it because I can't do the internet, but I have a feeling that that's that Beastie Boy song. Electrodisc, is that the Beastie Boy song? Funny. That is funny. Oh. So I don't know what it is. So someone said it would be nice to hear me do Penny Lane. I don't know that I could pull it off, to be honest. That's a bit of a an odd one. I don't know that I would do that one. But, again, covers, I don't like doing covers. It's just that when inspiration comes, like if I'm inspired to do a cover because for some reason it's infecting my soul to do it, I'll do it. True story. When David Bowie died, everybody did covers. You know that. Everybody started to release like tributes and stuff. I didn't do that, but on the day that he died and I found out that David Bowie had died, I sequenced Heroes. I sang it all day long. That was my tribute. I was happy about it. Done. And then I erased it, the whole thing, so that I wouldn't be tempted to cash in on it. So that's how weird I am with certain things. So I've done Heroes, but for myself, just for me and David Bowie. So, okay, so this one is also from the Universe album. This one I've played before, but I don't think I've ever told you why this particular one is not one of my favorites. So this was us thinking that it's a weird thing because I don't want to sound like we were being posers because that's not really the case here. But it was one of those things where all the pieces fit to make a pop song. And we basically knew this is a hit. And then on top of this, our attitude was, even if it is a hit, we don't have to play it live. We can, have shows and not actually play it, because everybody knows us for living in oblivion anyway. So when we go to shows, we just don't have to play that one, even if it makes it to the top 40. But everyone who heard it, who was in the industry at the time, was telling me, this is a hit, this is a hit. And I, of course, grain of salt. But so does it have hit-like qualities? Yes. Is it one of my favorite abox songs? No. So my least favorite number 2, which just happens to be on that same album. But anyway, let's play it. And I'll come back. We'll turn the moon on for this because this song requires the moon.
My girl is gone. self-expression pressed on the back of my expectation of my goal in my soul. I gotta have a moment to sense this soul. Can't see nowhere, blind and fast. Look out, kid, 'cause life don't last. Think you got a line on something new, all you really get on the space age blues. Don't have the motivations for techno innovations. I have the space age blues. My girl is gone and my old man got stolen Sunday. I have the space age blues.
I got to say what I feel so strong. Never had a doubt we would end all wrongs. Streets are filled with angry suckers trying to pull a dime from their empty pockets. Meanwhile, halfway across the world, some poor kid gets shot down cold.
By and large, it's just old news,
'Cause everybody's got the space age blues.
don't have the motivations for techno innovations. I have the space age blues. My girl is gone and my old man got stolen Sunday. I have the space age blues. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I have the space age blues. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I have the space age blues.
Funny song, man. Funny song. So someone asked if the scratches were samples. No, they weren't. There was two friends of ours who, and this is a weird one because I can't remember who did what. I think both of them, both friends of ours who happen to be DJs, scratched on the Universe album and the one that followed it. And what I would do is I would play them little bits and pieces of the music, and they would just jam to it, and I would record them, and then later I would take those snippets and then fly them in wherever I wanted. So at one point I had probably like half an hour to 45 minutes of each of them scratching, and so I have endless supply of scratch samples from both of them. So technically not samples, but yes, samples because it was my friend scratching. The other funny thing is the song starts off with my girl is gone and my van got stolen. So that was divorce and the van got stolen. So true to life lyrics there, man. So oh, that's nice. Thank you. Audra on YouTube Andrew said that I sounded like John Lennon. Thank you. That's flattering. I'm probably like blushing right now. That's like the best compliment you can give me if I get that good. But so yeah, so we're playing the songs that I like least from the catalog. So yeah, that one qualifies. We tried to do it live a couple of times, but it didn't go so well. Paul wound up using bits of it to create his own song. I kind of like his version better. So you know, this is those weird things where you diverge from your original thing and you're trying to find your way into the new, whatever the new thing is. So for me, it was like pushing boundaries, like let's try this. Yeah, okay, Gary, go ahead, rap. Let's have you beatbox. All these weird things to push the envelope, and then you can bring it back in and reel it back into like that, maybe not that. So I feel like I'm at a place now where I know where I belong, kind of thing. But back then it was a bit of a conundrum. So obviously you can tell on that song, it doesn't know if it wants to be a rock song, a synth pop. It doesn't know what it is. So, but it is what it is. So this next song, it's an interesting one because I recorded it, absolutely hated it, did not want to release it, but it kept coming back. Like it's one of those things where you have a record and you have this one song that you need to put. There's a song missing, and this song just kept coming back in like it belongs on this record. And I was like, but I don't like this song. Mostly because I felt it was a bit negative, on the negative side. And I use a swear word in it, which is something I typically don't do. I mean, I've done it 3 times maybe in my entire career. Not on stage, obviously, then I swear a lot. But I'm talking about in recorded music. I don't do it much. But it's funny. So this one, I wound up doing a video to it like 6 years later. And I almost played the video tonight, but I just wanted to play the album version. But this particular song, I did not like for a long time. It had to grow on me. And then when the album was like just about to be released, like meaning like I was just about to send it off to get pressed, that stupid song just shows up again in my queue, and I'm like, it actually belongs here, right between these two, and it's gonna work. And I was like, all right, I'm letting it go. We'll see what happens. Turns out, well, we've never played it live, but I feel like I would be more inclined to play it now than I would be, let's say, back in 2008 when it was released. But now I think I would play it because I feel like it has something now that it didn't have then, but it was one of my least favorite. So Fega's trying to guess, and it's not Vile. Vile is still one of my favorites. But anyway, I'm going to turn on the overhead, and let's see. It's nervous.
Yes, I'm nervous. It's my reaction. 1,000 years have been erased from us, and all the madness and all the failures gave us the warning. Use your will for love. Some people tell me God has the
Yeah, that song. So yeah, it's grown on me now, but like at the time, I was like, I don't know. Which is funny because people would write in and say, "Oh my God, you swore," which is funny. It's funny to me because I did it much worse on the one after, so it's not like I'm alien to swearing. You know, I literally grew up in Jersey. You know, I swear. I swear. No, I'm kidding. But I'm getting giddy and I haven't drank anything. It's not wine. But there could be other forces at work. I'm kidding. Um, so yeah, so that one was not my favorite from that album. And notice that there's three that were not my favorite. So that's like an indication of you're going in the wrong direction. And when you have too many that are like, yeah, let's not put that on the set. You know, that kind of a conundrum, right? So you know, but again, as we go through this list, I'm telling you, some of you are going to be insulted. You're going to be like, I can't believe he said he doesn't like that song. But it's not, it might be the recording of the song, or it might be the timing of the song, like when it happened. It doesn't necessarily mean I hate it. It just means it's not my favorite. Now, if you ask me what my favorite is, don't, because I can't tell you what that is. They all, it becomes my favorite if we put it on the set and I play it and everyone's enjoying it. It becomes my favorite that evening. So I tend to have favorites when there's a show and there's an evening and we've had an experience together. Then I have a favorite. I guess it's because I'm just crazy that way. I don't know. I don't know. My brain's weird. Okay, it's different. I don't know. So anyway, moving along. Oh my god. So yeah. Oh, someone just said I have a friend who's high pitched voice to mimic. I mimic people all the time. In fact, it's funny. Um, my friends know this that I do this all the time. Whenever I tell a story, I imitate the person who told me the story, and I try to tell the story in their voice, which is really funny. So I'll play all the characters when I'm telling a story. So it's kind of funny to me. That's why I've had I've had my moments. I've had moments. So anyway, I digress. But so yeah, that was nervous. So this one, um, now we're gonna go way back. So this is coming off a tape. This is I know I've played this before, but you don't know that this is not one of my favorites. So now you're gonna be like, oh, what the hell? So this is the first recording of this particular song, and it's coming off tape. And it's not that I hated the recording. What happened was I felt the song was really slow, and I don't have the subsequent. I don't have the recordings that came after, other than when we went into the studio and recorded it. And at that point, I did like it. But number one, it was really hard to sing. There was a high part that was really hard. I don't know why I wrote it in there when I knew I was going to struggle every time I sing it. Still do. Um, and I felt the song was too slow. So this literally went into the can, meaning it's not going on the album. So if you're asking me what album, this would have been Peace. This is a song that did not make the Peace album, but then wound up on our second record. So by then we had worked it out. But until then, it was in the can, meaning I was like, nah, so this happens. So it's funny when years later, fans tell you, oh, that's my favorite song. And you're like, oh, God, I'm sorry that I don't play that often or whatever it is because, I feel bad about that kind of stuff. Obviously, I do. But what are you going to do? I do what I can. But anyway, I digress yet again. Oh my God. Are you guys seeing this? Am I like just losing it? Anyway, so anyway, this is an old one coming off tape in its horrible version, in its slow version. I think I'm going to distort everything for this. Here we go.
I hear a sound in the corridor, a screaming child I can't ignore. Goes on and on and on. I press my ears. I can't make it go away. Do we understand that this is life? Do we understand anything? Take my heart and let it go. Take my heart and let it go. There's laughter in the villages, a holiday beneath the moon. Across the world somebody died, and still I will feel this emptiness. Do we understand that this is living? Do we understand that life is precious? Do we understand that this is living? Take my heart and let it go. Take my heart and let it All I want to do is sleep, regress into subconscious dreams, eluding all the outside thoughts. I have nowhere else to turn. Take my heart and let it go. Take my heart and
So, if you're watching the chat, you realize I just got some massive, like, what the heck? How could you say? No, I'm kidding. But yeah, back then I knew it wasn't ready, and maybe I wasn't ready for it, but so it got held off. But then we wound up putting it on our second record. It became faster, which actually made it harder to sing, which was that was a big conundrum mistake right there. But it worked out. So, I do like the song. I like it now, but back then, not one of my favorites at that moment that it happened. So there you go. So that's truth. But so if you wait till the next ones, oh my God, then you're going to be really like, what? Hmm. But so a couple of funny announcements. I'll make them right now so that it's like done. So you can help me. You can support me by just spreading the word on these videos and subscribing, hitting the bell, and all that good stuff that I don't know how to do. And I swear I need to make a commercial so that I don't have to do it because I hate doing it. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to make this a pact to myself. I'm going to hire someone from Fiverr to make the commercial for me so that I can just play it. And it won't even be me. It'll be like, subscribe to the channel. One of those kind of funny things so that I don't have to do it because I hate doing it. But I need the subs. The funniest thing is you realize that I started YouTube a really long time ago. Had I done it back then, I probably would have 100,000 subscribers by now. I have videos that have over 1 million views. I just don't have subscribers. So I'm trying to hit that $10,000. I wish I could hit the $10,000 mark. I don't think I'm hitting 10 cent mark right now, but I need to hit that 10,000 subscriber mark. I'm really trying to hit that mark. So help me out. And you can always go to Bandcamp and get stuff too. So that's my other plug. So among other things. So a couple of announcements. So, endpop is working with Jersey Wave to put out an anythingbox 12-inch. Yeah, I said 12-inch as in vinyl. Tentatively, we're looking at probably end of December, mid-January, I think is what we're looking at. We're trying to figure that out, but it's almost complete. So this officially now, I'm going to tell you, there's a remix contest for Dead Stars. And what I'm going to do is, it didn't have a deadline before, but it has a deadline now because we're under the gun to get the record manufactured in time. Because records, as we found out, take longer. So the deadline for the remixes is December 4th. That is the deadline. That's official. So get those remixes in. I've gotten a few. I try not to listen to them, but 2 or 3 that I heard were so amazing. So it's going to be a tough one again. But that said, one of you who did a remix for Fast Forward is probably going to wind up on that 12-inch as well, because I got a feeling that one of those remixes is gonna make that cut too. So I've been listening to those again, and I'm really quick to choose one. I think I'm pretty sure which one's gonna make it. So if you thought that was never happening, that's another story for another day. But that's happening, and the tribute album, the Oblivion tribute album, that is due for release exactly on that date as well. It's supposed to hit on December 4th, at least the digital version. And there will be a limited edition CD of that as well. So lots of cool stuff, see? So that's the news part or portion. Abox news, not news. I don't want to get into news. I don't even know how I would read the news right now. It would all be weird. It would be weirder than her. It would be weirder than this doll if I did the news. But so yeah, no news. But yes, December 4th is the deadline for the remixes. So get them in. So when we finished Universe, we put out another record about I want to say it was just a year later. It was supposed to be a double CD, by the way, Universe, but then we decided to hold off the second record. Something I should have done with distances, but we're not keeping track of all that right now. But this particular song, this was one of Paul's favorites. So Paul would tell me, let's play this and put it on the set. We would practice it. I just couldn't get into it. And what I mean by that is I would try singing it and then it would not sound right to me. And I'm like, it doesn't sound right. And I don't know why. And it's not working for me. So then we would keep it off the set. And then we would put it on the set again the next time we had a tour. We would go rehearse it. It would be in the set. We would put it on. He'd play it really well because he played guitar on it. He would play it really well. Everything would be fine. I wouldn't get into it. Danya wouldn't get into it. It would just fall off the set over and over again. So, regrettably, never been played live. But it's not a bad song. It's just not one of my favorites. So that's what this whole show's about. Or whatever this is. Is this a show? It's not a show? Did I just say it's a show? Oh my God. It's not a show. I wish it was a show. It would be different if it was a show. I'm working on that too. But for now, I've got these little four walls and I've got to do this weird thing that we do together so that we don't go nuts being trapped inside. But anyway, this song is from the follow-up to The Universe is Expanding. This is from The Effects of Stereo TV, which is already a weird title, which means there's going to be weird songs. But this is probably one of the weirdest ones on that album. And no, it's not Vile, because actually I like that one. Actually, here's a funny story about Vile, if you know that song. I tried to put Vile on the set. I was singing it and practicing it by myself, and I was loving it, but the band wouldn't have it. So every time I wanted to play it, they wouldn't play this song. So it's how these things work. So anyway, this is the song from Stereo TV. Again, Quaranstream 33. Oops, I'm pointing in the wrong direction. 33. Somewhere around here. Anyway, 33 is about the songs that are not my favorites. And this is one of them.
Hold on to the innocence.
do like the drums on it. I do. Yeah, for some reason it never wound up on the sets, and it's just one of those things. It's a funny thing when you write and you record. Oh, sorry, this is weird. What's all this about? Ooh, I can't turn it off. There we go. It's a funny thing when you have 300 some odd songs at your disposal to play live, and you have to figure out the 10 that you're going to play. And that there's going to be let's put it this way, the typical abox set has to have at least 8 particular songs that are going to be played no matter what, because everybody loves them and we have to play them. So it's hard to say, okay, we've got a new album out and we want to play 5 of these. What 5 are we going to X from the set that is not going to get us killed when we play? This is actually a problem with a lot of bands. This is a real problem if you think about it, because you're not going to be, unless you do 4-hour shows or whatnot, but that gets kind of, there's only a few bands that can get away with it. I would say The Cure is one of them, but I don't know that everybody can get away with a 3 or 4 hour set. A 3-hour set. A 3-hour set. I don't think you can get away with it. But so I guess we named the doll. So now the doll has a name. Before, her name was just Creepy Doll, but now she has a name. It was it's unanimous. Man, I'm sorry. That is now Roberta Smith. So Roberta Smith forever. So, and no, I cannot sell Roberta. She's a gift. She was a gift from my sister, and I love it very much. It's still a question. Still a question I ask myself is, why would my sister give me a creepy doll that's wearing? If you look at her, she's wearing a straitjacket. Why would my sister give me a doll that's wearing a straitjacket? That's got to be a question for my sister. I'm going to have to ask her this weekend, and I'll tell you the answer to that next time, because I actually don't know why she gave me the said creepy doll, Roberta. But there it is, Roberta Smith. So, moving on. So this one's a funny one, because you're not going to believe that I didn't like this version. But, so, Peace album's rolling around, and we had just moved from Jersey. We were recording. There are versions of this song that we would play live in Jersey at the Pipeline. That was a plug right there. Oh, I have 2 plugs for the Pipeline. I have to find that other one. So yeah, so this song appeared on a lot of sets. It's still on the set today. It is currently among my favorites. But this particular recording of it is not my favorite. I felt that the drums are kind of weak compared to our early demo of a song, and I had to fight tooth and nail to beef it up more when Peace came out. And then, to add salt to my wound, when this song was released on Peace, they sped it up, but they sped it up in a way that made my voice sound 2 semitones higher, and I sound like sort of chipmunky. So all not good things to make me like the song more. But our live version kicks ass. We were proud of our live version as the best. And I went so far as re-recording it for live in 2019. So anyone who saw the abox shows in 2019 and 2018. So 2018 and 2019, if you were going to see some abox shows, this is the version you heard a much better version of this song live. But this particular version is the recorded demo for Peace that I wasn't fond of. So I still love the song because I know I'm going to catch some serious at when I play this one. But yes, I've played it before, but you never knew that this was one of those demos I didn't like. So, ay, Dios mío. No sé lo que voy a hacer, pero voy a tocar esa canción. Es esta. El futuro es mío. I'm just being funny because Vega said cuando echamos mentiras. Ah, yeah. Although it's really not what it means, but that's another funny thing about that song. I'm gonna like blow your minds. I don't know if I should do this. Screw it. I'm gonna do it. How many of you thought that When We Lie was about truth versus lies or truth versus untruth? how many people are out there that think that when we lie has to do with lying and truth? It's actually more like when we lie, like when we lie down to sleep together. Which is why Tanya used to like tell me all the time, don't say that in interviews. I don't want people knowing that that's what it's about. Yes, it's about going to bed. So, anyway, if you examine lyrics a little different, you will understand. But many people think that that was not the case. Besides, why would I write a poppy song about liars? That would be like so weird. That would be strange. Oh man, I'm cracking myself up. Okay, so I promised I was going to play this particular thing. So this is a strange segment. So this is a song that I'm going to play the A side and the B side. This is, in fact, the very, very first 12-inch lacquer I ever cut. Ever. And it sounds pretty bad considering it's not. I had to take it off tape because I don't have that lacquer anymore. But to give you the entire skinny on this, that lacquer, back then, and we're going back to, this was 86, I want to say. I'm aging myself right now. I feel old right now. But yeah, so this is back in 86. A friend of mine told me that there was this plant in New York, a studio that had a cutting lathe. And so for about $50, you could go and cut a lacquer. So I decided that the best way for us to get gigs, and this is, I think this is actually right around the time that Mikey joined. I think Mikey joined right after this. I want to say, I could get this wrong, but it's tough to get all the dates and times, but this I do remember. It's $50. I drove into the city and I cut this record. So the 12-inch was hand painted. So I actually did a painting on the cover of the thing. I don't have the painting, or I don't have the record anymore, because that record, what it would do is, that's the record that would do the rounds at certain clubs. We would give it to a DJ. He would play it, fall in love with it, and then we would take it back. And we did this with Living in Oblivion, by the way. So if you're thinking that it's that, it's not. So with this first 12-inch, as crappy as it sounds, we got gigs, because when you have a record, people would put it on the dance floor, people would dance, and woe and behold, there you go, you have a record. What screwed me up was that my mentality back then was, I'll put a throwaway song on the B-side because I don't want to put something that I really, really love on the B-side. So I'm just going to put this weird Gang of Four-ish sounding thing on the back. And it wound up being liked, much to my horror, because it's not one of my favorite songs. So the A side wound up on Worth, reworked. In its current form, it wasn't one of my favorites, but it is a song I do play live, and I do like playing live quite a bit. So it is a fan favorite to some people, and some people just absolutely don't like it. So it's just one of those weird songs where it's love and hate. So the A side that I'm speaking of course, is Beat of Life. So this is the original 12-inch Beat of Life from the lacquer. And after that, I'm going to play its B-side, which I promised Lalo I would play it. The B-side, to this day, still makes me cringe. So we will play it, and it'll be the first time you ever hear it here, I think, because I don't think I've dared to play it before. But anyway. Yeah. So anyway, and No, no, no. I never played this B-side, Mike. This was literally a song I recorded in one day. I wanted to add it to the record, but it was not on the set. This was definitely not on the set. Um, but Beat of Life, okay? And then I'll come back and I'll play its B-side. Distorted, so we'll use tape. Yeah, the super extended, the super extended mix. But I'm gonna tell you why that happened, because it's even worse when I play the B side. Is that I asked the guy over the phone because remember this is like phone stuff. It's not email. So the guy tells me it's $50 whether you put two 2-minute songs on it or one extended mix, and I'm like, so what's the longest it can be? And he said the longest it can be is 8 minutes. And I was like, does anyone really do that? And he says, yeah, all the club people like that sort of thing. So I made an extended version thinking I'll fill up as much of that 8 minutes as I can fill up, which is, of course, way too long. I understand. Would never do that again unless the song is like meant to be long. But this was never meant to be a song that was that long. So obviously, why it's not one of my favorites, this particular version. Ah, God. God knows I wish I had a real drink right now. You know why? Because I'm about to play the B side. And the B side. So as far as all the abox songs in history goes, this is probably my least favorite song ever that I've written. There's like 3 others, but those would probably never be heard. But this, the fact that it was on the back of a 12-inch and it got us gigs, and this particular song got us gigs. Oh man. The funniest stuff. And this is why it's important to make good decisions sober and semi well thought out. I'm all for making quick decisions, by the way. I am. I actually think quick decisions are the best. But that's another story. It's just that make the right quick decisions. This is not one of them. So this is the B side on that 12-inch. Goes by many names. I've seen it on some sites listed as I Know What You Want, and that's not the correct title. The correct title is Soul Not For Sale. That is the correct title of this song. And so this one is like, I was kind of listening to like Gang of Four and that kind of stuff, and so it had an influence. I was like trying to get more, I don't know what I was going for. So, but what you got to realize is that Danya hadn't joined yet, Mikey hadn't joined yet, so literally there was no weird, like I had no direction yet. Like it was whatever happens. So this is why things like this occur. Eric's like, I Know What You Want. Yeah, some people think it's that, but its actual title is Soul Not For Sale. Here we go. Oh God, I may cut it off early. It'll depends on how long I can stand it. We'll see.
You can't win, not this time. I've got too much at stake. I know what you want, but I won't give it away. I know what you want, but I can't give it away. I know what you want, but I won't give it away. I know what you want, but I won't give it away. I know what you want, but I won't give it away. I know what you want, but I won't give it away. I know what you want, but I won't give it away. I won't sell my soul, so not for sale, so not for sale, so not for sale, so not for sale.
Ah, I can't do it. I can't. I can't. I can't go all the way to the end. Oh my god, it was so close, but I couldn't do it. Oh my god. Ah, that is my least favorite song that I've ever written. Oh, there are worse, but that is one of my absolute. Oh gosh. Oh man. Zach, you're funny, man. We need shirts that say we survived this song. I know what you don't want. Oh my god. Oh my god. It could be worse. I could have written boom boom, let's go back to my room. So yeah. Sorry. So now I have to play something I like, and I had to find something. So I asked you guys to put some stuff up. I found the first one that I could find before I close, because I don't want to close. I don't want to mess up the last song, because the last song is important. So I was like, I need to play something that's like something I like, because that was just awful. Oh my god. Oh shit. I'm not perfect. Dios mío. So Lalo, you got your wish. So now you understand when you asked me why I cringed that day. Now you understand. So anyway, there were things that could have made it better, obviously, but the fact that not only did I, just, I don't know what I was on that day. And it was 8 minutes. I couldn't do it. I could not let it go for the whole time. Oh man. It is Lalo's fault. You can thank him for this. But you can thank, hold on, let's see. Because this is funny. You can thank Andy Salamanca on Facebook for this one. So I'm going to play this, which is, it's actually one of my favorites, so I'm not going to lie. This is not one of the ones I hate. But this is the demo. And not many people have heard the demo version of this. And I thought I had played the demo version last time, and I think I played the album version instead. They're that close. But this is the demo of Wedding Day. And I think I'm going to play that because I have to play something I like, or I'm going to just, it's just too much. Too much, folks. Oh my God. Okay.
swear I feel your hand holding mine on your wedding day. I know you are far away, somewhere I cannot go. I don't really care. My life's been fair. I can remember all the things you said to me. You told me to be happy on your wedding day. I know what to do. I have to find you, tell you that I'm happy for you. I know what to do. I have to find you, tell you that I'm happy for you. I know what to do. I have to find you, tell you that I'm happy for you. I know what to do. I have to find you, tell you that I'm happy for you. Looking out my window, I could swear I feel your hands holding mine on your wedding day. On your wedding day.
So that was wedding day. That's the demo version from Worth, which we recorded in my studio when it was freshly built, and we kind of rushed to get that one done, but and we had to share a mic and everything, so because we only had one. So that is the demo, and that I do like. Um, I had to put some distance between the other track and say, that's not me, and then play something where it's like, that's me. Oh man, what a funny night. Well, we've come towards the end. I have one more to play, which is the last one, which will take us out. Um, and I didn't want to ruin that one by playing it right after the other one. And I don't know, I just needed to put some distance. Oh man. Um, Andy's asking me what was the inspiration. I think I've talked about it before because now if I tell the story and I mess it up, it's going to be so bad. But um, it was actually about I met someone when I like okay. Oh, aging myself yet again. Oh God, but it's okay. Um, about 85, 86, 86 ish. Um, I met a girl who was on her way to be married to someone, but it was an arranged wedding, and she was picking out a dress. And I was working in the this weird little fashion district of Paterson, New Jersey. I was actually working in a clothing store at the time, and she came in. She tried on this dress. I told her, "You look really beautiful in that dress," and she started to cry. And she explained to me that she was going to go marry someone and it was prearranged. And I felt really bad for her. I felt terrible, and I was like, I remember just talking to her like, "Can't you escape? Is there nothing you can do?" Like, trying to be the rebel kid, right? Telling her like, "Don't do it," But you know, that was her duty, and she did it. Um, Never got her name, but that image haunted me for years. Like for years, I would think about that image. It would just come to me like I would just see her on in that dress. She would be crying, and then I wondered like what would happen if there was someone that she was in love with, and that person was also thinking about her and like thinking, you married someone else or you were off to marry someone else, and it's a regret, the not so much the one that got away, but the weirdness of like knowing that this person left and married someone else, which is a very, very strange thing. It has a lot to do with Carmen too, because that they're very similar in that the story. You could almost put the two of them together as a story, and you kind of get a story out of it. But yeah, that's what it's about. Um, an anything box mask would be badass. There are anything box masks. You can get them on the Redbubble. I did some abstract stuff. I mean, unless you're talking about a logo mask, I guess I could do that. That would be funny. Um, but yeah, so that's the story. So you are welcome. So we're come to the end. So this song, I'm not gonna lie, I love the song, but I wish that this has been recorded when the equipment was better. Meaning, I love that we have a version of this song. I just wish it wasn't this version because it's not so good in quality. Had this been studio version 2 when we were like, you know, 91 already, this would have been recorded digitally to a DAT and it would sound immaculate and I could say, this is great and I could release it. But in its current version, unfortunately, I don't think so. But who knows? It could show up on Bandcamp as something. I don't know. Maybe it will. But so this ends the night as a regret. I wish I'd recorded this better. But I actually really do like this song a lot. And I remember that Paul's reaction, Paul's particular reaction to this song was the best. Um, and so I'm going to play that. And that basically ends all evening, my people. So I hope you had a good time. I hope you had a really good time watching me cringe because that was real. I really was just I wanted to run out of the room. So I will end with this song. And I will see you guys next week, I think. So before I go, I'm going to do that weird thing again that I don't like doing. Subscribe. Help me get subs. Do anything you can. No, just kidding. If you love this or if you're liking what I'm doing, subscribe. It's going to matter much more in the as this year ends and we go into the next one, because I don't know when shows are coming back, but I'm going to start rehearsals, and then we're going to start doing some live shows, even if they're going to be screamed. Screamed. I will be live screaming tonight. I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway. Yes, TMT mixes. I know you're on YouTube. Thank you for that. Thank you so much for that. Seriously. All right. This is a song called You and I. I totally wish we had recorded this better, because this is one of my favorites, but just not this version. And with that, I say good night to all of you.
You and I have known each other for so many years, and now we are
I'm part of it. Can't you see it?